Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Jasmin Rouge from Tom Ford. Now I've had this in my collection for a very long time and this perfume has been around since 2011, but it is something that I want to touch on and let you know my real thoughts on it. So if you'd like to know my review on the Tom Ford Jasmin Rouge fragrance, keep watching. This is part of Tom Ford's private collection or private blend. Other very popular ones that a lot of people know about are Tobacco Oud, Shanghai Lily, Cafe Rose, and Jasmin Rouge is the first one that I purchased from that line. Now, when I originally got into perfumes a long time ago, again, like when I was 16, I was initially just enraptured with the depth of fragrances, or the depth that a lot of fragrances have. You smell something and then you smell grapefruit and then you'd smell like musk and vanilla, and I just love the stories that fragrances told. What I love about Tom Ford's private blends is each one of those fragrances are a story to me, and I find it to be really fantastic. One of my favorite stories that he tells with his fragrance is, I believe it's discontinued, is Arabian Wood. I love that one, and I'll probably get more into that in another video. But this is the first one I bought because a while back I got into this huge jasmine kick. Like currently right now I'm in like my vanilla tonka bean amber like kick. Obsession right now. I was in a jasmine. Like if it said jasmine, if it had jasmine, I was like, yes, I'm gonna buy you, yes, I'm gonna buy you. And then I experienced this one, and this was so unique and so different than other jasmine fragrances that I had experienced at that time. This has such a beautiful variety of notes. It has bergamot, it has black pepper, it has mandarin, it has musk, it has vanilla. I'm going to read you all the notes in this just so you can really get a good idea of what's going on in this. The top notes are bergamot, mandarin, cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, black pepper, and white pepper. The heart notes are broom flower, jasmine, sambak, neroli, ylang-ylang, and clary sage. And the base notes are Mexican vanilla, leather, woody notes, amber, and labdanum. Now, when I smell this, the first thing that I get is pepper. I get the black pepper and the white pepper and just a touch of cardamom, and then as it warms up on my skin, the jasmine comes into play, and then you get a little bit of the mandarin, and the mandarin and the jasmine mixed with the pepper is such a beautiful fragrance, and that lingers on my skin for a very long time. And after it's set on my skin, warmed up, the dry down, I definitely get more jasmine, more mandarin, and that's where I get this like burst of like leather and wood and amber, and it just kind of warms up this very deep floral, and it just lasts on my skin pretty much for a very long time with this beautiful woody sweet floral that has just the kick from the pepper in it. The thing I absolutely appreciate is the longevity this has on my skin. This is one of the fragrances that will last all day on me, and throughout the entire day the scent stays pretty true to its initial when you first spritz it. The top notes blend away a little bit, like the peppers and the mandarin, but then like how everything else plays, the base notes and the heart notes and everything like that, it kind of like leaves the top notes lingering, but the jasmine stays true all day, and then everything plays together really nicely. I guess what I'm trying to say is that this fragrance doesn't really lose its integrity. There's other fragrances out there where you spray it and it smells beautiful and the dry down's really nice, but after a few hours you might notice that the scent is gone, or there's only really one note left. This one, a lot of notes stay throughout the entire wear of the perfume. What I don't think that this has going for is that although I do love the blend of notes and spices and florals and fruits and leather and vanilla, at initial, if you have a lot of perfumes, you probably already have something like this in your collection. I'm not going to say it's a terribly unique fragrance. This isn't going to be something that's going to wow you if you have a lot of fragrances, if you collect any type of floral fragrances, you might have something like this already in your collection. It's not unique, it's beautiful, but I don't think it's unique enough to really justify the price if this isn't something you've had your eye on before. I hadn't had anything like this in my collection, so I had no issues spending the money on it. Excuse me while I adjust. But I think that if you collect perfume, you might already have something like this in your collection. And saying that, I would say this is probably not a good gift perfume, because if they have something like this already, it won't get used. It'll just kind of sit there unless it's their favorite, and then another perfume will sit there. So I don't find this to be terribly inspiring in the way that it's very unique smelling, but what it does insanely well, which is what I do like about it. Overall, I really enjoy this fragrance. I do wear it a bit. It's probably one of my favorite Jasmine fragrances that I own. I really love the way, again, that the pepper and the jasmine and the mandarin and the vanilla and leather really play together. It's really beautiful. I find this to be terribly sexy. I would definitely say this is more of an evening perfume than a daytime perfume. Again, that's just my preference, but I do think this is a fantastic, beautiful jasmine that's very sexy and sensual. All my recommendations for this perfume are probably something you would buy yourself, or if someone's mentioned that they want it, definitely would make a nice gift. It is luxury priced. It is definitely on the higher end of the price point. I mean, most of Tom Ford fragrances are. They're definitely not the most expensive I've seen or paid, but they're definitely not the cheapest, which is another reason why I wouldn't just go out and buy this as a gift, because somebody might already have it or have a favorite similar to it that's cheaper or more money. And for the price that you'd pay for this, it probably would be best to make sure that if you were to get this for a gift, that it would probably make sure something that you know that they would absolutely want. I don't think they would hate it, but they might have something similar to it and not care. Another thing is I think that this is a perfect date night fragrance, really, truly. It's beautiful, it's sexy, it's alluring, it's mysterious, but again, it's not going to make someone gag. It's not going to make someone not understand it and respond negatively to it. There we go. That's one thing that I noticed with fragrances. If somebody doesn't understand the fragrance, if they don't understand the notes, if they don't understand the story, generally people initially are like, no. Fragrance lovers and fragrance collectors usually can understand where some notes are coming, or if they experience something they don't know, they have an appreciation for it, and there's nothing wrong if you don't have an appreciation for it, but most of the masses don't, and so when they experience something they're not familiar with, they tend to say, ugh, I don't like that, or what are you wearing, that's so weird. This is definitely not going to be one of those fragrances. It is definitely something that would be very alluring and beautiful for a date night or going out to dinner, but again, I don't think this is terribly unique. I think this is just, if you're looking for like a spicy floral, specifically like a jasmine, I think that this does the best job out of other ones I've experienced, but again, not terribly unique on the I've definitely smelled this before and probably 5 or 6 other things in my collection. I get better at these fragrance videos, but I keep thinking my talk is jumbled. So again, if you have any critique, if you can tell me what I can do to improve, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Also, if you'd like more fragrance reviews, remember to give this a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing these. And also don't forget to comment, especially if you want to know about anything. I might have it in my collection, or I might have been meaning to buy it and you might push me over the edge. So just let me know. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It's free, I'm free, and I put out new videos every Monday through Friday and sometimes on the weekends as well, so I'll always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever, and I'll see you next time. Bye!